Hey, Vicky, can you hear me? Let's see, we have Jocelyn Cepeda with a C.
She's the first one?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Nothing, just wanted to,
Okay.
okay, I've got Miss Cepeda up. Let me get my unmute sign here. Miss Cepeda, can you hear me? Now say something.
Hi.
Hi, now I can hear you. There you go.
I'm like, sorry.
That's okay. We're all kind of trying to figure this stuff out. All right, Miss Cepeda, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
Yes.
Okay, we have to do that because you're being recorded, and this is a what's called a court of record.
Okay.
So I need to do that first. All right, Ms. Cepeda, you're charged with the offense of public intoxication. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
Okay, to that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of public intoxication, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Is this your first alcohol-related offense?
Yes, sir. First ticket for everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry it happened. Yeah, sorry it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, what I can do, Ms. Cepeda, since it's your first offense, let's see, what can we do? I can place you on what's called deferred disposition. You pay a fee. You have to go 180 days without any other alcohol or drug-related cases, which shouldn't be a problem for you.
Yes.
You do 6 hours of community service, and then at the end of the 6 months, we'll either have another Zoom hearing or we'll just check your record and dismiss the case. So, there is a fee involved with $340 that needs to be paid. Would you like to do the deferred disposition?
Yes, sir. I would love that.
Are you able to pay that today?
340. Yes, sir. I can. It's at 340, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Of course.
Okay, well, what you need to do then, we will, let's see, do we have your email address? Yep, we got it. Once you pay your fees, and what you need to do, Vicky, make sure I'm doing this right. All my courts are different. Vicky, can you hear me? I'm talking to the court clerk right now.
Yes, sir.
We want her to call in or just go online and make the payment, but pay it through the court?
No, we can't pay it online because it gives her a conviction, but we don't want her to call right away because we don't have the case file.
Well, don't y'all know what I'm thinking?
No, we don't.
Okay. Well, you will have the case file in about, well, do we have a runner today?
Just me and whoever's in the office.
If you'll send somebody down to get the file, then she can call in today, and then you can email her the conditions. We have her email address,
Okay.
and she can get this over with today. Again, Ms. Cepeda, the only thing you can't do, no drug or alcohol cases, 6 hours of community service within 60 days. You can do that at any nonprofit or charitable organization. Are you in the medical field?
No, I work for Target. I mean, for T-Mobile.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, it just looked like a nurse practitioner's shirt. Any nonprofit or charitable organization.
Okay.
Get that turned in within 60 days. If you have trouble finding someplace to do the community service, let us know and we can help you. There's several places. I know the San Antonio Food Bank is always looking for people.
Okay, San Antonio
So-
Food Bank.
If you can get down there, or a church, Salvation Army, Goodwill, any place that'll give you 6 hours, just get it done, get that turned in within 60 days, play nice, and don't get in any more trouble. And
Promise.
and this will go away. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Mr. Patty, you can leave the meeting and they will, you can call in. Give it about 2 minutes so we can get your file up to the clerk's office.
Okay, sir.
Do
Alrighty.
you have the number to call in?
Let me see. I don't. Let me see. What they put in on the email, the number to call?
Well, they're not going to email you anything until we receive the payment. So here's the number.
Okay.
You got
What
something?
is it?
210-945-1799.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Patty. You have a good day. Go
You
sell
too.
some,
Thank you so much.
go sell some phones.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Vicky, who you got next?
I'm not sure. It's a phone number.
Okay. Too close. Makes my head look like a pumpkin.
Hello,
Hello, can you tell me who you are so we can pull your file?
Crystal Kimberlin.
Crystal what? I'm sorry?
Kimberlin.
Let's see if we can find your file. Okay, Ms. Kimberlin, are you on a phone or are you on a computer?
I'm on my phone. I'm currently on my lunch break at work.
Oh, you eat early. Okay.
I switched it so I can have this.
Okay. Ms. Kimberlin, are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. You have 2 cases, one for no driver's license and one for no insurance. You understand what the charges are in each case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then to the no insurance violation or failure to maintain financial responsibility, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, I think. Yeah,
And to the-
guilty.
And to the no driver's license case, how do you plead?
Non-guilty.
Not guilty? Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
I have an Ohio driver's license, sir. It was, I thought it was unsuspended. When I called to ask them about it, they told me all I had to do was pay the fine. And I paid the fine, and that's all they said. So I thought it was it was taken care of.
Yeah, it still shows that you're suspended. Now, this was done on September 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So was it suspended on the day that you received the citation?
Yes, I didn't know it was suspended.
Okay. So on the 21st, it was suspended, but now you've gotten it fixed. Do you have a Texas license yet?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, how long have you been in Texas?
I've only been here for 2 months.
Okay, you need to if you're going to stay here, you need to get a Texas license, okay?
Okay, sir.
But do you have insurance now?
No, I do not have insurance currently.
So are you really pleading guilty to no driver's license on September 21st, but now you're telling me you've got it? Or do you want to?
I did. I did what they told me to do. I'm not really sure how to check if I have it or not.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure that we can check it. Yeah, out of state.
Depending on the state.
Well, we got this before, so. We're going to try to bring it up right now, Miss Kimberlin, and check to see if it's valid now.
Okay, sir.
Because some states, in addition to paying the fees, you also have to pay some sort of reinstatement fee. So, and I don't know if that's the case in Ohio or not.
That's what they told me I had to pay was my reinstatement fee.
Okay, and have you done that?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, well, let's check on it. Are you down here for work or?
I moved down here 2 months ago to be with family.
Be with family? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why, Miss Kimberlin, but according to the computer, it's still showing suspended. So do you want?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm making some notes here.
Okay.
All right, here's what I'm going to do, Ms. Kimberlin. I'm going to reset the driver's license case to give you a chance to get a driver's license, to clear it up in Ohio.
Yes, sir.
So that one won't be on your record. On the insurance case, the fine and court cost is $335. Are you able to pay that today?
No, sir, I'm not today.
I'll give you 30 days to get it paid. Now, when you pay it, you need to call into the court.
Okay. The
make a-
number that's is it? I'm sorry, sir. Is it the number that's on my ticket?
945-1799. So what
I
you've got,
believe that's the number. I
okay.
believe so.
And then,
And you said 335.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Vicki, hold on. I'm talking to our court clerk right now.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Kimberly, do we have the
Yes.
court dates going forward?
2021, yes, sir. What date are you looking for?
Well, I want to give her 60 days to get this straightened out because I don't see our court dates here in the binder that you put in here.
Okay, so how many days did you want to give her?
Well, let's give her till the second court date and, well, let's see,
Yeah, that'd be December 15th.
okay, you think that'll be enough time, Ms. Kimberlin?
Yes, sir.
Um,
And is that to pay my get my license taken care of and to pay my fine for not having insurance?
No, the 335 is due in 30 days, if you can do that. If you can't pay it in 30 days, you need to call back to the court and talk to them, and they can give you some other options, give you an extension. For the no driver's
Okay.
license, I'm gonna reset that to December the 15th. And if you get a driver's license, then I'll probate you on that case.
Okay.
And you'll still end up paying a fee, but you'll be able to keep that one off of your new Texas driver's license.
Okay. I see. I understand.
And if you have any questions, make sure you call back and talk to somebody here in the court office, and they will go over it again. And if you get
Yes, sir.
if you get your Ohio license squared away, then you should be able to get a Texas license.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna when I get off work today, I'm going to call. I've called several times, and all they told me was to pay my reinstatement fee, and that was months ago. So I thought it was taken care of, and I apologize.
No, that's okay. I know things are kind of crazy these days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, if you want to call the court, actually, are you somewhere where you can email right now?
I can email on my phone. I believe I should be able to send an email.
Okay, what you need to do is go ahead and email the court so that they have your email address. We make sure we don't have it. I don't think we do.
The lady I talked to yesterday, I think it was the clerk, took down my email address and my new address for down here for Texas.
Okay, well then they will send you a reset form on the no driver's license and also the payment form for the for paying the no insurance citation. All right.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good luck to you on dealing with
Okay,
that.
thank you so
Ohio.
much.
Yes, ma'am. You can leave the meeting now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Rogelio Valenzuela. "17-year-old, 65 and a 35. Okay, Mr. Valenzuela, can you hear me? Mr. Valenzuela? No.
Do you want me to try to put somebody else in?
Sure. If he can't connect yet, let's don't spend a lot of time waiting on him. Okay, Mr. Mays, good morning. Mr. Mays, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. How are you?
There you go. You unmuted. Okay, there you go. All right, Mr. Mays, you were here. Let's see, we talked on the 6th of October. Raise your hand for me, would you please? Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, Mr. Hayes. We visited on October the 6th. You hadn't done your community service. Gave you till today to get that turned in. Looks like you got some hours over at River City Outreach. What'd you do over there for them?
Well, I helped with the food in the kitchen. I actually detailed the kitchen. There was a lot of wheelchairs that they were using for when the people come in, and I actually detailed all of them. I helped file away papers since that's kind of what I do with my job. And then I went through all of his old files and pretty much added them to his Excel and his Outlook folders in his computer.
You're a smart guy.
Well, not too smart, sir.
Well, yeah, the possession of drug paraphernalia wasn't real smart, but
No, sir, not at all.
okay. Well, Mr. Mays looks like, let me see here. Where does that put us right now?
Since I was late, I did an extra hour, Judge Phillips.
Yes, I see. Well, you really weren't late because it was due today.
Oh, well, yeah, I just meant you gave me an extension.
Yes, sir. Have you been to court on your felony case yet?
Yes, sir, it was dismissed.
Okay, good for you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so we were gonna do our final hearing on September 15th, but that got moved back. So my question to you, Mr. Mays, is since since March the 19th, have you been cited for any other offenses involving either drugs or alcohol?
Absolutely not, sir.
All right, Mr. Mays, you were finally finished with the city of Live Oak. Case will be dismissed and you are a free man. Just make some better decisions going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge Phillips. Have a great day.
You do the same, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Kimberly Loya.
Lawyer, are you driving this lawyer?
I have you on Bluetooth. I have a eye exam,
You have what? I'm sorry.
but I'm an eye exam. I'm sorry, it's because I'm running late, but I'm right here pulling into a store already. I had you on my Bluetooth on my car.
Yeah. Can't be talking while we're doing this. So, I mean, can't be driving while we're doing this.
Yes, I'm parking right now, sir. Sorry, I was just trying to make it at least halfway across town. Okay, I'm parked, sir.
Okay, Ms. Lawyer, are you able to do video or just audio?
Video, I followed the steps that I had on the paper, but when I went to the tab where it says, what was it? It said municipal court, but it didn't show me a place where it said join your court hearing. So I wasn't able to do video.
Okay.
It didn't give me that option. And I tried to call the Live Oak Municipal Court, but no one was answering. So and then I saw that this was another option.
Okay. Ms. Lawyer, you are charged with the offense of speeding 48 in a 35-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
I believe so, yes, sir.
And to the offense of speeding 48 in a 35-mile zone, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Can you explain to me what no contents is?
Yes, ma'am. No contest means that you're not admitting it, but you're not denying it.
Okay. I guess guilty.
Okay. Ms. Lawyer, the fine and court cost is actually it's $200. Or if you're eligible and want to take defensive driving, you can do that, and the fees are a little less.
Yes, I would really like to right now. Money's really tight for me right now. So that's what I really wanted to have this court, is to talk to you about, ways of me being able to pay it. That could be a little less than that.
Well, if you want to take defensive driving, the court costs are $144. And then you have to pay for the class, which is $25 to $30, and you have to pay $12 to get your driving history. And if you get everything turned in on time, the case can be dismissed. That's still less than the $200 fine if you just want to pay the fine amount and have it go on your record.
Okay, and how what's the time frame on having to do all that? to pay the 144 and all of that.
How long do you need? Why don't you tell me that?
A good while. I'm sorry. It's because right now I'm a single mother of 3, and I just recently, their father just got incarcerated. So I'm like really by myself, paying rent and everything by myself. And the day I got put over, everything had just happened. So I guess my mind wasn't fully, usually I'm on cruise control or something. And it's just been hard. So I'm just trying to figure something out because I definitely don't want this on my record, or just trying to find out how I could take care of this without it affecting my driving record or anything like that. Because I do need to drive to get the kids, to
Yes.
where they need to go, and so it's just been hard.
All right.
So the longest, really, honestly, if possible, that you can, just to give me time, because like I said, I'm paying everything by myself, so I could put, $20, $30 to the side so I could make all those payments.
Okay, well, the court costs need to be paid up front, and that's what I'm asking. How long is it going to take you to come up with the 144?
I would say like a good month or 2, honestly.
Okay.
I don't have that much leave room, with extra money after paying.
Okay, well, here's what you need to do. I'm going to reset you to December the 15th.
Okay.
It gives you 8 weeks to pay the 144. You also need to
Okay.
email us a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and email us those things, and then once we received the payment, then we will email you the conditions. And from the date you make your payment, you'll have 90 days from that date to take and complete the class and turn in your paperwork. And also your paperwork's going to be your completion certificate and a copy of your driving history. You can do everything online. But let's first of all get let's get your driver's license and proof of insurance emailed over here. And I'll give you till December the 15th to get the payment in here.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that time, sir.
And you have a driver's license and proof of insurance, correct?
Yes, I do. I could email that today.
Okay, yeah, because it looks like you emailed us a letter before.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Make a couple of notes here so you can go to your eye appointment.
Thank you. It's just been real irritated.
And just to make it clear, you can't do payments on for the 144, so you just need to set money aside until you have it and then
Okay.
pay it all at once.
Okay, so I have till December 15th to pay the 144. After that, I take my driver's test and get my proof of my record of driving, and then that will be it, right? Is that the way it works?
Yeah, from the day you pay your fees, you have 90 days from that date to get the driving history and your completion certificate turned in.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
And good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Vicki, you need to give me a little more time in between.
Okay, I'll give you 2-3 more minutes.
Now, who do I have now?
I'm not sure. All it comes up is iPhone.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Okay. Here's my sign.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Now I can hear you. Can you tell me your name, please?
Quishana Wilson.
Wilson?
Yes.
How are you doing this morning, Miss Wilson?
I'm fine.
It's a Tuesday, not a Monday, so that's better. Ms. Wilson, can you raise your right hand for me so you're giving sworn testimony? There you go.
Yes.
So I'm swear to solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Wilson, you're charged with no insurance and expired registration. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
To each of those cases, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the expired registration violation, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Not guilty.
Okay, was it registered on the day you got the citation?
Yes, but no. My sister, it was 2 cars. I have a car and my sister has a car, but it's in our other sister name. So my mom thought they registered this car, but they registered my other sister car. And her car had been sitting because she didn't think it was registered. So mom brought the car all the way from Michigan to Texas thinking it was registered, but it really wasn't. So they did the wrong car, but we didn't notice, like we was getting stopped by before, but they never noticed that the VIN number was different. So I didn't find out till that night.
Okay. So is it registered now? Is the proper car registered now?
No, she has an appointment on, see, here they're still shut down. So our Secretary of State is not letting us get an appointment until I think her appointment is sometime in January.
Now, when you say here, where is here? Are you in Michigan?
Yes,
How's the weather in Michigan?
cold. Right now it's a little okay, but it's been cold and rainy.
Okay.
And that's what she tried to get. She tried to go to Secretary of State so she can get the papers and the forms so we could show that she did have the other car registered in her name, but she thought it was this one. And like I said, it was the VIN numbers that were different of how they found out that it was wrong. Because she actually drove my mom from Michigan to Texas with bad plates and didn't know it.
Okay. Well, let's go and talk about the insurance case real quick.
Okay.
To that offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Not guilty.
Okay, did you have insurance on March the 1st?
The same thing. It was supposed to have been for this car because that's how we see here in Michigan. In order to get our car registered, we have to have insurance. So we
Right.
have to show our insurance and register our car. And that's why we thought it had insurance and the plates and everything was supposed to be, because I have the sticker in the back of it. I didn't know that it was not supposed to be for this car.
And are your cars similar? One is a
Yes.
Ford Edge. What's the other one?
It's a Ford Edge. It's just hers red and mine's is like a blackish bluish color.
Okay. Okay. So is your car now insured?
No.
Okay. So it's still not insured.
No, because her birthday is November 3rd, and she had November 30th is her birthday. My sister, whose car is in, and she has to go to Secretary of State to insure it. That's why she had made the appointment for this court hearing and to renew her stuff and everything, but it's until November the 3rd, her birthday, where she have to come in and show everything. But she was trying to see if she could get all the information, but they like really backed up as far as the Secretary of State. I have the confirmation for her Secretary of State appointment though.
Okay. Well, we need to get you insured. We need to make sure that the black Ford Edge is insured.
Okay.
That's your car.
Yes.
Okay. So the black Ford Edge, but right now it's not insured.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to reset you until November the 17th
Okay.
to get insurance on that car. And if you do that, then I'll put you on a type of probation to try to keep that off of your record, even in Michigan.
Okay.
And does your sister live in Michigan also?
Yes.
Okay, November the 17th. Now, Ms. Wilson, we have an address for you. Just tell me if it's correct. Are you on Woodward Street?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's where we're going to mail the reset notice to. But right now, and the login instructions for the next Zoom meeting.
Okay.
Right? So try to get this taken care of, and we'll visit again on November 17th.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, you stay warm up there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, Vicky. Jonathan Varela. Mr. Varela, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
I was reading my book.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Varela, raise your right hand, please.
Hmm?
I'm sure tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
All right. We have to do that because we're a court of record and everything else you say is recorded.
Yes.
So, Mr. Varela, how old are you, sir?
I am 25.
Mr. Varela, you're charged with the offense of speeding 90 in a 65-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Excessive speeding?
Yes, sir. 25 miles over the speed limit. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, sir, sorry.
All right. Mr. Varela, to that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of speeding 90 in a 65-mile zone on Interstate 35, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plea. I was like, well, guilty because I was like, there's no excuse, really.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty fast in little Fiat.
I'm honestly surprised that my car could go that fast.
Well, you must have had one of the Flintstone models where you're using your feet too to help it along.
Yeah.
Do you even know who the Flintstones are?
Yes, I used to watch them when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't want to. I guess that kind of dates me, but okay, Mr. Varela, well, you're too fast for defensive driving. You can't do defensive driving.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, the fine in court cost is $259.
$259.
If you want
Okay.
to possibly try to get the case dismissed, be placed on what's deferred disposition, then the fees are going to be $309, and you're going to have to take a defensive driving class as a condition of the deferral.
Okay.
So you can either pay the fine or have the possibility of getting it dismissed, paying a little bit more, and you also have to take a defensive driving class. Just depends on how your driving record looks.
Okay. So if I pay, so if I pay the fine, then
We're done. That's the
what?
end.
That's it. That's the end of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I can pay the fine. No, my situation is that if I can get my license as fast as possible, so I can get my background check done for nursing, that'd be great for me.
Okay, so you don't have a license right now?
Not currently. Oh,
Is it suspended or what's going on with it?
when I got pulled over, the police officer, I guess, took my license.
Did you get arrested for driving while intoxicated?
No, I told him I was tired because the situation that happened that day was I woke up really early. Currently I don't have a job. I was doing like freelance work, and my last job was to help my aunt with her laptop, and that took way too long. And then I realized the next morning I had to get home, do another freelance job the next morning, and I was just so done, tired. And then shortly after, I felt ill. So I wasn't able to go anywhere anyway for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So
So why did the officer take your driver's license?
I don't know. That's why I was so worried about this situation.
I'll tell you here in just a minute why he took it.
He's good, he's eligible, it's not expired, he's got no tickets on him.
So you don't have a physical driver's license right now?
No.
Okay, well, the computer shows you're eligible to get one. So I'm not sure why the officer would have taken it.
Okay. Maybe he was out of it too. I don't know.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I missed out on a lot of job opportunities since then.
Well, you're eligible to go get your driver's license.
So do I just go for a replacement then?
You're going to have to talk to DPS about that, and you're going to have to get you're going to have to make an appointment. You can't just walk into the DPS office these days. You're going to have to go online to the DPS website and find the link to set up an appointment. And like I say, at least from what I'm looking at here, you're eligible to get your license. You probably have to pay a reinstatement fee.
Okay.
I just don't know why the officer confiscated your license. But you're eligible to get it.
Okay, that still sucks, but it could be worse.
Yeah, you could be not eligible, and then you'd have to jump through a whole lot of hoops.
To get it. Yeah.
So on this one, you just want to pay the fine, and then because it's not going to do anything to you except be a conviction, but at least it'll clear this one out. And once you pay the fees, then according to this, that would be the only thing on your record.
Yeah, I've been pretty safe about driving. I feel like it's just, I don't know. I was stressed out about school and trying to find a job, doing all these freelance jobs and stuff. Sorry. So you said renewal, right?
Well, it just says you're eligible.
Okay.
But again, you're going to have to talk to DPS directly to find out exactly what the problem is and to get a duplicate license.
Okay. So it'd be better to contact them by phone instead of scheduling an appointment.
But no, you're going to need to schedule a point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're probably not going to visit with you by phone because they're so overloaded because of the backlog of matters that they've got.
Mm-hmm.
But you can try to visit with them by phone. That's fine.
Okay.
But in order to get a license, you're going to have to go into one of the local shops. The driver's license office in New Braunfels probably has or at least I heard, have fewer people going in there than if you try to come over here to Pat Booker.
Okay.
And don't go to the one on Hebner, which is across town, because they're really crowded.
Okay.
You can
So New
can try-
Braunfels.
try to do that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me.
So on this case, since you don't have an eligible license, you can't do the deferred. So do what I'll do for you, Mr. Varela. I'll reduce the fine for you a little bit,
Okay.
down to $235. Save you about $25,
Okay.
$24. Are you able to pay that today or?
Yes.
Okay. What you need to do then is tomorrow, call into the court, and you can make your payment through one of the clerks.
Okay.
And then that'll close this out, and then you'll have time to go get your license and try to get your license squared away so you can go get a job.
Yeah, that will definitely put some stress off of my financial situation right now.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Mr. Varela, and hope it works out for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't be driving too late at night.
I'll try not to, especially being that tired.
Okay, Mr. Varela. Good luck to you. You can leave the meeting and just call into the court tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Something doesn't sound right there.
I would also.
I would try this gentleman again, see if he's there this time.
Helio Valenzuela. I've got it. Another 65. Okay, Vicky, you want to go to door number 2? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, how you doing?
Okay, who am I speaking with?
I'm Paul Rodella.
What's the last name, sir?
Rodella, Rodela.
Okay, Mr. Rodella.
Yes, sir.
Hold on just a second. Let's find your file.
Yeah. How you doing, sir? Good morning.
I'm fine. How things in your
Yeah.
world?
Hard. Yeah, I find the job and, looking for work and trying to stay safe with the coronavirus and not trying to get sick. Washing my hands a lot, trying to stay safe.
I understand. What do you do for a living?
Yes, sir. Well, I don't really, I work off and on, but I get my Social Security check. But right now, since I was before in the past, I was working a lot. They took it away. So right now, I'm in the process of trying to get it back. It's under like a review or whatever. So I went to the doctor already for the Social Security. They just sent me to their doctor to get opinion or whatever.
Yeah.
To get my case reinstated. But right now, I'm looking for a job as far as that because getting Social Security isn't that much money, Especially when you pay I pay my grandma $400 a month. So that's only half of my check, and then I only got to pay $400, pay my phone and stuff like that.
Let me. How do you spell your last name, sir?
Rodela.
Yeah, that's what we've got, but We're gonna have to,
Does he have a middle, is it hyphenated, is it Rodella something else, or?
is your name hyphenated or just Rodella?
No, it's just Rodela. My first name is John Paul. It's JONPAUL altogether. There's no hyphen or anything like that. It's just John Paul Rodella. No middle name. My court date's until 11 o'clock though, so it might be a little early.
See if you're, Becky, do you want to see if you can find Mr. Rodella's file? Oh, never mind. We found it. Okay, there you go.
Okay, good news.
Okay, Mr. Rodella.
I'm sorry for what I did. I'm gonna tell you the whole story about what happened. What happened with the whole story about that, or you want to?
Hold on, I get to go. Let me go first.
Okay.
Okay, you were originally scheduled, well, first of all, you're charged with speeding 53 and a 35. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I was speeding, and I understand.
Okay, are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of speeding 53 and a 35, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Well, I guilty, yeah, because I did it.
Okay. All right, what did you want to tell me now?
No, the reason why I was speeding was my mom was having chest pains at her house, and so I was real worried about her, and so I was kind of speeding. I was almost there. I was like 5 minutes, like 2 minutes away from my mom's house. I just had to make that corner right there by the gas station, right there before you get to the park and all that, by Level Park. She lives in that. She used to live in the neighborhood, but she don't live there no more. But that's why I was speeding. I was in a rush to get to my mom's house because she was having chest pains, and I was worried about her.
Did you take her to the hospital?
Yeah, the ambulance came and they gave her the ambulance came and they gave her some that medicine or whatever to calm her down. I think she had like an anxiety attack or something, but she was having chest pains, and they said they gave her some medicine to calm her down, and then they took her to the hospital and stuff. But then she said she was better the next day. I think she was just like more of an anxiety attack than anything, but she was having a lot of chest pains. I was just, like I said, I was real nervous about her, and I was real scared for her, so that's why I was speeding. I'm sorry I did it, man. I'm not a bad driver. I don't speed everywhere, and I was just in a moment kind of thing.
Yeah, but then
I didn't want to say I'm sorry for doing it.
the problem is, Mr. Rodella, you were speeding, so you got pulled over. So then it took longer for
I know.
longer for you to get there than it would have. Well, let me ask you,
I know.
you want to take a defensive driving class and try to keep it off of your record?
How much does that cost? Because like I said, I don't have no money and I'm broke. I don't have nothing in my name, sir.
Well,
I'm not working.
The court costs to take the class are $144, and then it costs about $30 to do the class online, and then $12 to get your driving history from the Department of Public Safety. Now, that's still less than the fine amount.
Yes.
Or if you want to submit paperwork, if you want to submit paperwork that you're telling me that you're indigent, meaning you don't have the financial means to cover this, I can consider letting you pay the fine with some community service.
Oh, okay. How does that work?
Well, the fine amount would be $225, and that would be 18 hours of community service that you'd have to do to pay the fine amount. But then that would go on your
So I
record.
do. But it will go on my record as a ticket, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long would I have to come up with the 145 to do the driving test? I mean the driving class. 144.
I can give you till December 1st. That gonna be long enough?
What about February 1st?
We're not.
Well, can't you just dismiss everything and then everything we take care of? No, but
Then I'd have to do that for everybody, and that's not my job.
yeah. No, I wanted to ask you. It wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be hurting to ask anybody,
Oh, I know, never hurts to ask. All you can do is,
That, you know, I just went, I mean, yeah, like I said, it wasn't, you know, I know I was going over the speed limit and I was speeding, but I haven't been in trouble with the law or anything like that as far as this, you know, minor things like that. I'm not a bad person, you
no,
know,
nobody's saying you're a bad
but,
person, Rodella. It is.
yeah, I'm not a bad guy. Nah,
And
got a Mario and Andretti kind of thing going on. No, I'm just kidding. I guess I'll just,
tell you what, I'll give you till January the 19th.
to do this class.
No, to come up with the fees. To come up with the 140.
Well, okay. Yeah, to do the defensive driving class and all that.
Yeah, to pay the fees, and then after you pay those fees, you'll have 90 days from the date you pay your fees to take the class.
Well, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. What do you have a driver's license and proof of insurance?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need for you to email those to the court. You've got our email address.
Well, can I just take them to the court people? Like what I was there earlier. Can I just give it to that lady at the window?
Sure. You can just drop them off if that's what you prefer to do.
Yeah, I just see it's a lot easier.
Okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
And then when you pay your fees, you'll also have to show proof of insurance one more time, okay?
Okay. That sounds good.
I'm making some notes here, Mr. Rodella.
Mm-hmm.
If you have your fees before January the 19th, Mr. Rodella, go ahead and bring them in. And you can get started, try to get this dismissed faster.
Yes, sir. I mean, how long is the class do you think it would be for the driving class? Is it like a weekend thing?
It's about 6 hours, but you can do it
6
online.
hours.
So you can do it at home, and you can also get your driving history online.
Oh, okay.
Okay, January the 19th, Mr. Rodella, to get the fees paid. And then bring your driver's license and proof of insurance by here, and they'll make copies of them and give them back to you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay. Have a good day.
Good luck to you.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Busy trying to talk to you, you didn't even listen. Trying to crack jokes.
I'm sure I made jokes he was cracking. Just dismiss it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Can you identify yourself?
My name is Andres Irizarry.
Rosario, okay. Are you driving, Mr. Irizarry?
Yes, would you like me to pull over?
Yes, sir. I'm supposed to be talking on the phone anyway. I don't
Okay.
I don't want you to get another ticket.
I'm about a quarter of a mile from the exit, sir.
Okay. We're pulling your case jacket.
Sorry,
so-
sorry about that. Okay. I'm exiting now. Okay, sir. Pulled over right now. My apologies for that.
All right, that's all right. I just don't want you to get in more trouble and, okay, Mr.
I appreciate that.
Zara, you were charged with a speeding violation. Looks like you
Yes, sir.
initially, well, it's happened a long time ago, it looks like.
Yeah, it happened right before the COVID struck, and I think that's the problem with receiving the proper documents. So I turned in the defensive driving documents, and apparently I made the mistake of putting Comal as the precinct because that's where I live. And when Nancy called me the next morning after I had dropped it in that basket on the side room, she told me it needed to reflect Live Oak. And so I called the defensive driving again, and they changed it, and I turned the paperwork in. But she says because it says Bexar County Live Oak Precinct, it wasn't valid.
Okay, let me look at it here. If I can sort through these files here. Okay, so here's a defensive driving certificate. So you signed up for defensive driving back in
Probably February, March, and completion date was 4/18 of 2020.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at your certificate. So, where is the- Hey, Mr. Zari?
Irizarry, yes, sir.
Did you also have a citation in Comal County?
In Comal County?
Yes, sir. In other words, did you have a ticket in Comal County where you also used the defensive driving certificate for a ticket up there?
I haven't had a ticket in Comal County, sir. This is the certificate that I completed this year was the only one that I've had in the past 2.5 years.
Okay. I'm looking for one particular piece of paper, sir. Just taking some time.
Take your time. Take your time, sir.
All right, Mrs. Ari, I'm gonna accept your paperwork, have them reverse the conviction with the state, and you don't owe any more money.
Great. Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thanks, sir. You did the same. Be careful driving.
Bye. Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ready for the next one?
Oh, not yet. How many are in there? You got 3 left?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who's the next one? Okay. Alcatel 7. Can you hear me, Miss? Can you hear me? Do you have an Alcatel, maybe?
AL something.
ALCATEL. I have no idea if that's her last name. Okay, ma'am, can you hear me? Here. Can you see that? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What's the matter, Nance?
I don't know if we lost her or not.
It looks like she's still there. Tyreek Adair.
Out there.
And Carlitos Brito. Okay. Alcatel 7, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Out there.
Okay. Now, you're muted. And I've got the other one. That's Rogelio Valenzuela. No, yeah, I've already got that one. Okay, Ms. Alcatel.
Hi.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Sorry about that.
All right. Can you tell me your name?
Yes, my name is Brittany Davis.
Okay. Can you get your file pulled and Ms. Davis?
I'm sorry. Let me step into this. Can you repeat that, sir?
Yeah, I just need to have you settle somewhere so we can talk.
Yes, I'm walking. I apologize. I work in a call center, so I was walking out of there. So let me just get to my car. Okay. I am settled.
Okay. Okay. How are you today, Miss Davis?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Davis, you were charged with 2 offenses, one for failure to maintain financial responsibility and the other one for an open container. Do you understand both of those allegations?
What is the financial responsibility? Is that the insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then yes.
That's a fancy word for no insurance or inability to insure. That's one
Okay.
of those lawyer words that those guys up in Austin came up with.
Okay. Yes,
Because
I do.
there are other ways to provide financial responsibility besides having an insurance policy. That's the reason they call it that.
Oh, okay.
But for our purposes, it's yes, ma'am, the no insurance.
Got you. Then yes, I am aware of the charges.
In each case, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of no insurance or otherwise able to maintain financial responsibility, how do you plead on that case? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Do you have insurance now?
Yes, but it's my husband's car. So I don't have the insurance card and there was no insurance during the stop.
Okay. Are you on the insurance card on your husband's car?
No.
Okay. Well, okay. And to the open container violation, how do you plead on that case?
Guilty.
Were you the driver or the passenger?
I was the driver, but it was the passengers, bottle, but because I was the driver, I guess it fell on me.
So the car that you're in right now, that car doesn't have insurance, right?
The car that I was in did not have insurance, no.
What about the car you're sitting in right now?
The car that I'm sitting in has insurance.
Okay, is that your car?
Yes.
So you do have some sort of insurance now?
Yes, I have insurance on my truck. I have a Yukon GMC truck.
Okay.
So that's what I have insurance on. And I was in my husband's Chrysler 300 that night driving back from Round Rock. And that's the vehicle that I thought had insurance, but comes out that it didn't have insurance.
Well, let me ask you another question. So it did not have insurance at all? Or
No,
it just,
sir.
or it just didn't have insurance with your name on it?
The insurance had lapsed, sir.
Okay, okay. All right, well, here's what I can do, Ms. Davis, because you have insurance on the vehicle you're sitting in right now, your Yukon. And I presume that's usually the car you drive.
Yes, sir.
Drive it to work, drive it home, drive it to HEB, CVS, drop the kids off, all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
You ladies have to do all the time. I can consider probating you on that case to try to keep it off of your record. There's a $350 fee that has to be paid. And then you have to maintain your insurance for a period of 6 months. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Hold on a minute. Was the Yukon covered on the date that you received the citation in your husband's car?
Yes, my Yukon has been is paid 6 months. Like it's paid up for 6 months. So my Yukon has always had I've always had insurance on my Yukon. My husband's car, I thought he had insurance through the lot that he got his car from. However, I guess he let it lapse and I was not aware. So when I got pulled over, even the officer heard me call my husband on speakerphone and ask him where the insurance card was and everything. And then we end up finding, he told me if I was able to bring the insurance card to court and show that we had insurance that day, then that would be dismissed. However, when I called the insurance company, they informed me that it had lapsed. So we had to We had to get a new one, but it's not, it only starts from the date that we purchased the insurance. It doesn't go back.
Right. No, I understand. But your Yukon, I'm trying to fit you into a box to help you out if I can get the facts straight. Your Yukon was covered
Yes, sir.
on September 20th.
Yes, sir. I just wasn't in the vehicle.
Right. No, I understand.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. It's been covered all year.
So, and your husband gave you permission to drive his car.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think,
Yeah, I'm like, I got on them.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
my opinion is, and I think this is right, that had you had an accident, since you're in a borrowed vehicle, your insurance would have covered you in his car. That may be a stretch, but I think that's correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss the no insurance case because I think your Yukon coverage would have taken care of it. Now, what I need for you to do is email me a copy of your insurance card from September the 20th.
Will do.
On your car. And at the same time, email me a copy of your husband's current insurance. Has he gotten insurance on that car now?
Yes. On the Chrysler, yes. We have insurance on both vehicles.
Okay. Well, I think that under an exception, your policy or your car would have been insured. I mean, his car would have been insured under your policy because it's a borrowed vehicle situation. I don't know.
Okay.
Exception because you're all in the same household. Can't imagine why there would be.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and tentatively dismiss that case.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. And then as soon as you give me that email address, I'll go ahead and send you both insurance cards.
And make sure when you send me the one on the Yukon, you send me one from September 20th.
It'll actually, is it okay if it shows like from, because it's 6 months, so it's paid for 6 months.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't know when you're
Okay.
period.
Okay. All righty.
Okay, well, that one hopefully is taken care of. Now on the open container, whose bottle of hooch was it?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Whose bottle of whatever it was, who was your passenger?
I mean, her name was Tanisa, but it was we both went half on it, so it was a mutual purchase.
Okay. All right. Well, on that case, Ms. Davis, the fine and court cost is $290.
Okay.
But if you want to be deferred on the case, meaning that if you complete the deferral period, the case can be dismissed and not show up anywhere, then the fees would be $340, and you'd have to do 6 hours of community service. But you'd be on probation for a period of 120 days, meaning no drug or alcohol cases in that 120-day period.
Okay. And then as far as the community service, just because it's my first time, like, how do I find out how to do that?
Well, the only criteria I have, Ms. Davis, is that it be at a nonprofit or charitable institution or organization. For instance, Goodwill, a church. We've got a couple of places we can send you to if you can't find it anywhere else. San Antonio Food Bank is always looking for people to help them down in San Antonio. But you do 6 hours within 60 days and turn that in here. within that 60-day period. You go 120 days without any other alcohol cases or drug-related cases. Go that 120 days, I can dismiss the case.
Okay, Your Honor, I would definitely like to do that. You said the payment would be
It's $340.
$340, and you said though if I don't do that, if it stays on my file, how much was it?
$290.
Now on that 290, is there any way that, Your Honor, that is there any way we can set up a payment plan?
On the $290, yes, ma'am. If you just want to pay the fine and not worry about it going on your record, I can give you 30 days. If you need more time than 30 days, you'll need to talk to the ladies in the clerk's office. They can give you some more time to set you up on a regular installment payment plan.
Okay, I would like to go. Let's just go ahead and go with that one. If we can do that one, the 290, and then I would need a payment plan, but I think I would be able to do half of it. My next check is on the 30th, so I'll at least be able to put 100 down on the 30th, or because I just don't want to because I have rent too, but I would be at least be able to put 100 down on the 30th.
Okay. Okay, so let me make some notes here. Well, when you get to the end of that 30 days, if you still have a balance due, you need to call the clerk's office and they'll set you up on a payment plan so you can pay whatever the balance is over a couple of months.
Yes, sir. I should be able to have it paid within 30 days though.
Okay, well, if you can do it in 30 days and everything is good and just.
If not, then I'll call. Okay, yes, sir.
Don't let your passenger drive around with an open bottle.
Yeah, trust me, it's been a lesson learned. Yeah.
Okay, well, make sure that you email me those other documents. Now,
Okay, I'm just looking for a pen right now. Or are you able? I need to get your email.
well, do you still have the instructions for the remote Zoom hearing that we mailed you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right at the bottom of that, or not right at the bottom, but right below the Live Oak Municipal Court is the email address is municipal_court@liveoaktx.net. So that's the email address you want to send those 2 insurance cards to.
Okay.
So if you still got that, you've got the email address.
Okay.
Be able to get that to us within the next day or 2.
Will do.
All right, Ms. Davis, go in and make some calls. Which call center do you work for?
I actually work for AutoProve, so refinancing auto loans.
No, okay. All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You do the same. Stay safe in your Tahoe. I mean, your
Yukon, GMC Yukon.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye. Yeah.
Doesn't. I think that's right on the insurance.
Yeah, usually it falls the driver, not the vehicle.
Well, it's because she was insured, I think.
Yeah.
I think it would have. I just
tell you
didn't.
what, if she got into an accident though, they would have, I'm sure her insurance would be like, we ain't covering you. We ain't
I
gonna fix it."
don't know.
If she would have gotten hurt, but the vehicle, I don't think they would have covered the vehicle. So.
Well, as long as it would have covered the other
from
party
the other
involved.
party, true, not the Chrysler.
Okay, Mr. Valenzuela again. Let's try to get him in here. Mr. Valenzuela, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Well, this whole process gives a new meaning to can you hear me now?
I know. You've been waiting in the waiting room this whole time?
Well, I think so. You must be driving. Is Cynthia here? Yeah.
I didn't see her this morning. But I know she's gonna be here this afternoon, I'm assuming, so. I'm not sure.
Are those targets?
She'll be here at 1:30.
Okay, thank you.
They've got electronic firing system. The guns are in those little boxes right there. It's a laser gun. It's pretty nice.
Can I play with it?
Yeah, it's actually, it was set up right before you got here. I put it away. It's right there's the camera. Laptop's there. I'll show you one day. It's nice. Usually it's set up in here. Anytime we're not having court, it's usually set up in here all the time. Next time you come sign paperwork.
Mr. Valenzuela, can you hear me? Vicky, let's try Mr. Adair.
Okay, we'll do.
Thank you. Mr. Adair had a little alleged drug paraphernalia. Mr. Adair? Slide it down there so I can see your face, please. Thank you. I can't hear. There you go, Mr. Adair. Oh, nope, you muted yourself again. There you go. Mr. Adair, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are you today, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's not Monday, so that's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Adair, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Adair, you're charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
And how old are you, sir?
21.
Okay, Mr. Adair, to that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean? Okay, you locked up. Not sure what happened. Mr. Adair, if you can hear me, your computer locked up. You're frozen.
No,
Are you working for tips now? It's Big John, regular chips. Same thing.
Did we lose Mr. Adair?
Well, he froze up.
Okay, I'll send somebody else in there then.
Then I lost him. And Mr. Brito,
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
good morning, sir. All right, Mr. Brito. Raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You put your hand down. Okay, how old are you, Mr. Brito?
I just turned 19 this weekend.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Mr. Brito, you're charged with minor possession of tobacco products and also possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with in each case?
Yes, sir.
To those alleged offenses, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, Your Honor.
To the drug paraphernalia case, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I'm going to plead guilty on both, Your Honor.
On both?
Yes, sir.
Let's do the easy one first. The tobacco products.
Yes, sir.
Fine in court cost is $181, or if you want to take a tobacco awareness class, you pay $91 instead of $181. Take a tobacco awareness class, turn in your certificate within 90 days. That case can be dismissed.
Yes, sir. I need that for both. There's a way because, oh wait, my bad.
No, go ahead, sir.
Oh, because I apologize for like my actions and stuff, but I'm a CNA certified, and so I can renew, I need these both like off my record because I'm going to college right now, and I got like a full-time job at a warehouse from 4 p.m. to like 12:30 a.m. And I just really want to recertify because I graduated a year early for this.
Okay, CMA, what's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I need to recertify in 3 months. So if there's any
No,
way,
Recertify for what though?
oh, CNA. I'm a CNA certified CNA, and I'm going to college to be a physical therapist.
What? I'm not familiar with the acronym. What's a CNA?
Oh, certified nurse assistant. Like I go and help like the people inside the shelters, like the older people.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, on the drug paraphernalia case, I can also, is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
You know this can mess you up. Why are you messing with that stuff?
Just a bad choice.
I'll agree with that. Okay, so you want to do the tobacco awareness class, that's going to be $91. And if you want to be deferred on the paraphernalia case, that's $340. That's a total of $431, I think. Are you able to pay that today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you say you retest in 90 days,
I go and get my certification so I could go back, and because you got to recertify like every so often so they know that you still know what you're doing.
because usually our deferral period on the paraphernalia is 180 days. But if you need, what day do you recertify? Do you know?
In like January.
Like
So-
January the 1st or January
like January the 1st to like the 5th, one of those days. I could do everything that you need me to do as fast as you can. Like this will be I'll make it like my priority, sir.
Yeah, it needs to be. Oh, Mr. Brito, I'm going to do something I don't ever remember doing, but I'm going to do it to help you out so that you don't have issues with your recertification.
Thank you, Your Honor. I thank you.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Brito. On the drug paraphernalia case, usually the deferreds are 6 months. I'm gonna cut that down to 60 days, and actually it's a little shorter than that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But you pay the 340 today. You also have to do 6 hours of community service by December the 15th. We need to have that. I'm going to reset you to December the 15th for another Zoom hearing. By the time that Zoom hearing rolls around, we need to have your community service hours and your tobacco awareness certificate in here. You need to either email it over or drop it off or whatever. I would recommend, since you're on such a tight schedule, that you consider dropping both of those things off.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you need to be ready for a final Zoom hearing on December the 15th, and we'll send you Zoom instructions for that.
Yes, sir.
So you need to call into the court tomorrow and make your payments. Don't just go online and do them because they'll go in as convictions. So you need to call into the court. And once you make your payments, we'll send you paperwork that tells you exactly what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
On your community service, your 6 hours, you can do that at any nonprofit or charitable organization.
So like Goodwill or like helping the homeless?
Yes, sir. Anything that is nonprofit, but you're going to have somebody that can sign off to confirm that you did the hours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So hope you can get all this done.
I'm about to go today after this. I'm about to go look for every Goodwill and hopefully I could get some done.
Okay. Well, don't commit to do your Goodwill until you've paid your fees. The first thing you need to do is get your fees paid. You may be able to do it late this afternoon. Hold on, I'm going to ask the court administrator something. Vicky, is Z tied up on the phone?
Let me check.
Hello? It froze. I'm sorry.
No, you weren't frozen. My court administrator's checking to see if you can call in right now.
Okay, Judge, she's
Yeah.
gonna come down and get the case files so she can get everything set up in the computer.
Okay, Mr. Brito, give it about 20 minutes and then call back to the court number. Once you get everything paid, we will send you correspondence that gives you the instructions for the tobacco awareness case and also a timesheet and a court order about your deferred disposition on your drug paraphernalia case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I really do.
Okay, make better decisions, Mr. Brito. You seem like a nice young man. Don't be messing it up dealing with this stuff. Okay, and actually, Mr. Brito, you can call in, give it about 20 minutes. You can call in here and you'll talk to Z.
Z? All right.
That's her short name for the name I can't pronounce. So we call her Z. So when you call in, ask for Z.
All right, yes, Your Honor.
Like XYZ. A Z is in zebra. Okay, you heard her. Z for zebra.
All right, yes.
Okay, Mr. Brito, good luck to you. Good luck on your exam.
Thank you so much. Have a good morning.
You do the same, sir. Thank you.
We're gonna try this gentleman one more time.
Mr. Valenzuela?
I know he just called and said he keeps getting put back in the waiting room, but he's never there when we call him.
Okay, well, let's try Tyreek again.
Okay.
Then we'll also have David Walton. I think he may be a lawyer. Maybe. Okay, Mr. Adair, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you perfectly clear.
Something happened. You locked up, so you just locked up and went away.
It was my internet connection. It was turned off. It was all bad for me.
All right.
I called though.
Okay. Mr. Adair, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter. Guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes, sir.
Going to be your last?
Yes, sir.
Could you pass a drug test today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Adair, since it's your first offense, I can consider probating you on the case, try to help you keep it off of your record. The fees are $340. Once you pay your fees, you'll have to do 6 hours of community service within 60 days. And are you still there, Mr. Adair? Oh, you're locked up again. Yeah, your neck connection. Mr. Adair, can you hear me?
It looks like we lost him again. Yep. Oh, wait a minute.
There he is. Can't hear you.
I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I finally get the iPad.
Nah, it usually works better. Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So we were to the part where I was going to grant you what's called deferred disposition, meaning you go for 6 months without any troubles with either drugs or alcohol. I can dismiss the case. You have to do 6 hours of community service within 60 days. Turn those hours in here within that 60-day period. The fees are $340. That's your deferral / probation fees. Do everything you're supposed to do, and we'll Zoom one more time in 6 months. If everything's good, I'll dismiss the case at that time.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you able to pay the $340 today, or do you need some time?
I'll need some time. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
How much time do you need?
I'll say like 2 months or a month.
Are you working?
Yes, sir. I have an interview today.
Okay, where are you going to interview?
Amazon.
I understand they're hiring a bunch of folks.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Adair, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset your case to December the 15th.
Yes, Your Honor.
You need to have your fees paid by that, on or before that date.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have everything paid, or once we receive your payment, we will mail you the order deferring your case. And it'll be 6 months from the day you make your payment or thereabouts. And we'll also mail you a timesheet so you can do your community service.
Yes, Your Honor.
6 hours of community service, you can do it at any nonprofit or charitable organization.
Yes, Your Honor.
That means you get to pick it. You can go to Goodwill, you can go to Salvation Army, you can go to food bank, a church, whatever works best for your schedule, Mr. Adair. Just make sure you get the 6 hours done and that you have somebody sign off on the timesheet that we're going to send you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Behave yourself for 6 months and we'll Zoom one more time. And if everything's good, I'll dismiss the case at that time.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You have any questions?
So is it a probation or is it a community service?
No, you will be on a probation for a period of 6 months from the time you make your payment.
Yes, sir.
During that 6 months, within the first 60 days, you have to do the community service.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
so you got 2 different dates. One is going, well, actually you got 3 because you have to pay December 15th. You have to, once you pay, you got 60 days from that date to do your community service. And then at the end of the 6 months, we'll Zoom again. And if everything's good, I'll dismiss the case at that time. You locked up again. Oh, shoot. You locked up again. Can you hear me now? Mr. Dare, can you? Okay.
Back on.
Lost you again there for a minute.
I'm sorry.
That's technology, man. It's good, but it sure is frustrating.
Yes, Your Honor.
Especially for an old guy like me. Okay, Mr. Dare, we have your, I think we have your, we don't have your email address. So what you need to do you still have that letter that gave you the instructions to call in today?
Yes, sir. I have it right here.
Okay, down at the bottom of that letter, not all the way down at the bottom, but right below the court address and everything, there's an email address for the court. You need to send us your email address so that we'll be able to send you paperwork that way rather than stick it in the mail. And
Yes,
are you still on Ivory Crest?
No, Your Honor. I have a new address.
Okay, you'll need to give them your new address too.
On the email?
Yeah, when you do that, give them your email address and also your new address.
Yes, Your Honor.
And good luck in your interview.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I will see you in 6 months or so, 8 months, whatever.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you can leave the meeting and go do good things.
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
You do the same, Mr. Dare. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now we got Zoom user. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me? Nope, she can't. Okay.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay. And can you tell me your name, please?
Jasmine Scott.
Jasmine Scott. And are you driving, Miss Scott?
Yes, sir, I'm about to pull over right now.
And I need for you to pull over somewhere, otherwise you're liable to get another citation.
Yes, sir.
We don't want that.
Pulled over.
All right, Miss Scott, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Miss Scott, you and I talked about 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
You hadn't done your community service, and now I'm looking at something, a timesheet.
I did my community service at A&L Auto. I did power washing, the cement. I helped with inventory, and I helped just answer the phone lines or any questions. that any of the customers had concerning their vehicles. I went to Goodwill. Before this, I went to Goodwill, two different Goodwill's locations. One right off of here on 281 where I live, and the one on Blanco. They said they weren't accepting any community service due to COVID. And I looked up some more. Community service online. I work at Allenstein Durbin Law Firm. The hours are 8 to 5. I can't find anything that's able to assist me with the hours that I have. I would have to miss work.
Well, yeah, who did you do the work for? All Tired Auto?
A&L Tire Auto.
Oh, A&L Tire Auto. And do you have a relative that works there?
No, sir. My brother is in Mexico. No, sir. I don't have a relative.
She did some hours. All right, well, Scott, I'll go ahead and take these hours, although they're not from a nonprofit. You could have done them at the San Antonio Food Bank. I know they are always looking for people, even on Saturday. But you have to call back in one more time on December 1st.
December 1st. Okay.
We will send you another Zoom notice.
Okay.
To your email address, Gmail account. Is that your best address at that Gmail account?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Scott, we will email you another Zoom hearing notice for December the 1st.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good luck to you.
You too. Thank you. You have a great day.
You do the same, man. Thank you. Claudia Vidari, Vidaurri. I've got Mr. Walden, so whoever comes up. And this is a phone number, so I'm not sure. Hello, who have I got on the line, please?
Christopher Rodriguez.
Christopher Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Are you do a video or just audio?
Audio. Something's wrong with my laptop. I couldn't get the camera running.
Okay, let me get your file then. And Mr. Rodriguez, are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because these proceedings are being recorded, and we are a court of record. That's the reason I have to ask you. Usually I would put you under oath, but I can't see your right hand to tell me if it's raised. That's why I just ask you if you are going to tell me the truth. All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you're charged with speeding 64 in a 40-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of speeding 64 and a 40, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, well, the fine and court cost is $254, or if you're eligible, you can take a defensive driving class and try to keep the citation off of your record. Are you interested in taking the class, or you just want to pay the fine?
I'm interested in taking the class.
All right, have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
No, sir.
Okay, do you have $144?
On me right now, no, I currently do not.
Okay, how long do you need to come up with that?
Probably a couple days.
So here's what you need to do, Mr. Rodriguez. I'll tentatively approve you for defensive driving.
Thank you.
Then the next 2 weeks, you need to call into the court unless you want to come in live and pay your fees, the $144. But today or tomorrow, you still have that sheet for the directions for the remote Zoom hearing that we sent you?
Yes.
Right toward the bottom of that sheet, there's an email address for the court. It says municipal_court@liveoaktx.net.
I see it.
Today or tomorrow, you need to email us a copy of your driver's license and proof of current liability insurance.
Okay, I could do that.
And then you'll have 2 weeks to pay it. Once you pay your fees, you'll have 90 days from that date. Take and complete the class and turn in your paperwork. Your paperwork is going to be your completion certificate and a copy of your driving history, which you have to obtain from the Department of Public Safety. Once you pay your fees, we will send you an order that will have both websites for you to take the class and to get your driving history. The class costs between $25 and $30, I think, and the cost to get your driving history is $12. So you got, from the time you pay your fees, you've got 90 days to complete the class and turn in your paperwork. You got all that?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead. Today or tomorrow, email us your driver's license and proof of insurance. And that'll be the first thing you need to do. And get your fees paid and then get online and get your class done.
Okay. I'll do that.
You have any questions, sir?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, well, you can leave the meeting, and the ladies in the clerk's office will look to receive an email from you shortly.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, who you got next, Vicki?
Hello? Sure. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Hello? Who am I speaking with, please?
This is Kathy Kendricks.
Kathy Kendricks. Okay.
Yes.
With a K?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Kendricks, let us find your file. We're working on it. Okay, Ms. Kendricks. Ms. Kendricks, are you going to tell me the truth in these proceedings?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Kendricks, you're charged with an open container violation. and also possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To the drug paraphernalia, well, to each case, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Somewhat. Yes, sir. A little
Guilty
bit.
means you're going to admit that you committed these alleged offenses. Not guilty, you're telling me you didn't do these things, and you want the prosecutor to try to prove the facts, to prove the case against you. And no contest means you're not going to admit that you did these things, but you're not going to deny that you did these things.
Okay, I want to plead no contest, sir.
On both of them?
Yes.
Okay. On the open container case, were you the driver or the passenger?
Excuse me, sir?
On the open container violation, were you the driver or the passenger?
I'm the only one was in the car. I'm the driver.
Okay. All right. On the drug paraphernalia case, Ms. Hendricks, is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes, sir.
And could you pass a drug test today?
Yes, sir. I don't stay down there, but
You don't what? I'm sorry?
I don't stay in San Antonio.
Okay, where you're in Belmead?
Yes. I was visiting my auntie.
Okay, where is Belmead? I'm not familiar with Belmead.
It's in Waco, Texas.
Okay, now I know where it is. Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Kendricks, on the drug paraphernalia case, since it's your first case, I can consider probating you on the case. The fees are $340, or if you just want to pay the fine is $285.
Okay, if I pay the fine, how long do I have to pay the fine, and when do I pay the fine? And can I get this, like, I want to have this, like, to where it's not like, what they call it, justification or not showing up or whatever, expunge.
Deferred disposition?
Yes.
Okay, well, the fees for the deferred disposition on the open container and on the drug paraphernalia are both $340. That's $680 that needs to be paid to have those cases deferred.
Okay.
You can't, I don't do payments on those, so you just need to tell me how long you need to come up with $680.
Okay. This I'm be honest with this. Okay, I just don't have 680 right now, but I have two options though. I'm about to come into some money because I was in a car wreck, but I also income tax coming up. But I probably can play like half and half. I don't know. I mean,
Well, why don't you just tell me how long you think you're going to need to come up with 680, and we can talk about it from that.
Okay. To be out right outside, what if I say income tax?
Well, I don't know. Have you did you late file your income taxes?
No. I get income tax in February, but like I said, I'm about to come into some money, and my case about to be closed. So I don't know if I'm gonna get this money this month or next month, but maybe hopefully next month I could pay it off then. I don't know exactly what date.
Okay.
But I know if I get the money, I can pay the whole thing. Then I know, like I said, I was in a car wreck, so I'm just to get some money. My lawyer closing up the case right now, so I mean probably next month.
Well,
either I can pay that next month, or I can't. To pay it all, I have to wait for income tax. Either or, like honest. To be honest.
Okay, that's good. I want you to be honest. I'm just making some notes, Ms. Kendrick. Don't go away.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Kendrick, I'm going to give you till January the 19th.
January the 19th?
Yes, ma'am, to pay these, and we'll send you a notice to that effect. You can pay it early. In fact, I would recommend you do that because you get a bunch of money.
Okay.
It'll burn a hole in your pocket and you'll forget about the court.
Oh, I understand. Thank you, sir. This is the first thing I will get on. This is the first thing I will pay. Trust me, because I don't want this on me.
Okay, and then what you'll be on each case, Ms. Kendricks, after that, after you pay your fees, you'll end up having to do 12 hours of community service. And you can do that up in Belmead or Waco or wherever. But
Okay.
once you pay your fees, we'll send you all the instructions. And then you'll be on deferred disposition for a period of 6 months. That means you're going to have to behave yourself for 6 months.
Okay.
You think you can do that?
Yes, sir. Like what you mean? Yeah, y'all gonna drug test me every month? That's what you're saying?
Now, I'm not going to drug test you, but if you get caught with paraphernalia or public intoxication or any other sort of drug, that's going to be a problem.
Okay.
So
Understandable.
we've got your email address, so we'll email you some paperwork that tells you when your deadline is to get all this paid.
Okay, y'all gonna have the number, the price on there too, right? The amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Kendricks. You can log off and go have a good day.
Thank you, sir. And you have a great day.
You do the same, ma'am. Be safe.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. David Walden. Mr. Walden, can you hear me? You're muted. Can't hear you.
You need to take the sign a little further back.
Why? Is it too close?
Yeah.
Hello?
Mr. Walden, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How are you today, Mr. Walden? Good. Okay. Mr. Walden, how old are you, sir?
Oh, 21, sir.
Mr. Walden, you are charged the offense of speeding 89 in a 65-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Walden, to that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
100%. Yep, Your Honor.
Then to the offense of speeding 89 in a 65-mile zone in your Dodge Challenger, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Why? You just like to drive fast, or you?
No, sir. Not that. No, sir.
Well, the fine in court cost is $254. You're just barely eligible to take defensive driving if you want to do that.
I would love to do that, Your Honor.
Have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
Never in my life. First time.
Okay. Well, the court costs to take defensive driving are $144. Do you have that with you?
I can have that in 3 days, Your Honor. On the Friday, I get paid 21, 22, 23rd, Your Honor.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm an apprenticeship for Weaves Welding right now. I'm also currently in STVT trade school for a combination welding off of Military Drive.
Good for you.
Yeah, I was on my way home late that night as well. It's no excuse. I was telling the officer. I've ran into him once before. But yeah, I completely understand. I'd like to go guilty, possibly do the defensive driving and get everything taken care of come October 23rd.
Okay, well, Mr. Walden, I'll tentatively approve you for defensive driving. Give you time to pay it. You've got 2 weeks to pay the 144.
Understood.
Now, what you need to do today, if you're able to do so, you need to email us a copy of your driver's license and insurance.
Heard.
Okay. Once you email those to us and you pay your fees, then you'll have 90 days from that date to take the class and turn in your paperwork. Your paperwork for the defensive driving is going to be your completion certificate from the school, whether you do it live or online, and a copy of your driving history, which you have to obtain from DPS. Once you pay your fees, we will send you the 2 websites you will need to do the defensive driving class, if you want to do it online, and obtain your driving history.
Okay.
Costs $25, $30 to take the class and $12 to get your driving history. From the time you pay your fees, you will have 90 days to get all that turned in.
Okay.
All right. So today, do you have that piece of paper that the instructions for the remote hearing?
Yes, sir.
Down toward the bottom of that form, right above where it says confirmation of this notice is required,
Yes, sir.
you'll see an email address. Okay. Today or tomorrow, you need to email us your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Okay.
Those are both required by the state to take a defensive driving class. Get everything turned in within 90 days after you make your payment, and the case will be dismissed.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have any questions?
Is there any way, if I go up to the court, is it possible to get everything you just told me in like a, paper form or email form, etc.? I understand everything you do, but just for like copy or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to make your payment in person,
Yeah.
go ahead and email us your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Yeah.
And you can come up here into the court lobby and pay your fees, and they can give you the paperwork that you need.
Heard that. Understood.
Okay. So just get your driver's license, insurance emailed to us, and then faster you get your payment made, the faster you can start doing what you need to do to get the case dismissed.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any questions?
Not at this moment.
Okay. If you have questions come up after we hang up, you can always call the clerks. They're real good. They can help you out, walk you through the process, make sure you don't miss a deadline or anything. So don't ignore it, because then things will get worse.
No. Yeah. Never do that. I've never that.
Okay, Mr. Walden. We'll call the court or email the court with that information. And then if you want to make your payment live Friday or Monday or Tuesday next week, that's fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. With those comments, Mr. Walden, you can log out of the meeting and go do what you were going to do before you called in.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You do the same, sir. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Badari? Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Pronounce your last name for me, please.
Yes, Vidauri?
Badari?
Yes, sir.
Something close to that? Got my double R's going.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Okay, Ms. Fedati, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Fedati, you're charged with the offense of public intoxication. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, Ms. Fedati, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of public intoxication, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
Is this your first alcohol-related offense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where did this occur?
It happened in Live Oak at one of our friends' house. We were drinking there.
And you might have had one too many?
Well, yeah, we were gonna spend the night there, but they started getting into an argument, so we decided to step out to let things cool off. But my keys to my truck were there, so were my phone. So I couldn't call an Uber or anybody, so I was pretty much stuck outside.
Okay. Well, Ms. Fedati, I can consider probating you on the case, try to keep it off of your record.
Yes, please.
The fees are $340. You'll be on a probation for a period of 120 days. I already asked you, you haven't had any other alcohol-related offenses?
No, sir, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, usually the period would be 180 days, but how old are you, ma'am?
I'm 29, and since that day I had stopped drinking because it just got me very upset. I have a serious job. I just got a house. So, yeah, this Saturday was my 6 weeks without alcohol.
Good for you.
Thank you.
All right. So like I said, I can defer you. The fees are $340. All you got to do, Ms. Fedati, is just stay on the wagon.
Yes, sir.
And if you do that, then at the end of the 4 months, I can consider dismissing the case.
Yes, sir. After the 4 months, would I be contacting the court or would I get a letter?
You would probably Zoom one more time. But it'll be 4 months from the time you pay your fees. And not exactly 4 months because we don't have court every day here. But
Okay.
we would send you another Zoom notice to participate by Zoom just for maybe a minute and a half to make sure you've not done everything you're supposed to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the 340 with you today or tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have them today.
Well, here's what I need for you to do, Ms. Fedati.
Okay, so I call back the court right now or?
No, let's give it a few minutes because they're getting ready to eat lunch.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you call in tomorrow?
Okay.
Are you able to call in tomorrow?
Yes, sir. I'm off tomorrow.
Okay. Got to get that new house ready, huh?
Yes, I'm working right now. I'm like on my dual monitors here.
Oh, okay. So, how many monitors do you have? You got 3?
There's 2 monitors, but they're huge. So I'm like,
Yeah, I know. They look like the size of a house.
yeah, that's what I was. Yes, sir.
Who do you work for?
Oh my God, my my phone is working. JP Morgan Chase. There we go.
And we have your email address.
It should be first name, last name, zero.
Yeah, don't tell me what it is because we're live on YouTube. I don't want you to broadcast your email. But it's a Gmail account, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The only other thing you'll need to do is you will need to do 6 hours of community service. You do those hours anywhere you want to, so long as it's a nonprofit or charitable.
Okay, 6 hours of community service, $340 fee.
Yes, ma'am, and stay out of trouble.
I will.
No drug or alcohol cases.
No, sir.
And then once you pay your fees, we will email you a sheet that'll have your information for your return Zoom call. It may not have the Zoom information at that time, but at least let you know when it's going to be. And we'll also send you a timesheet so that you can present that to whoever you're going to do your community service with. Like I say, any nonprofit or charitable organization, food bank, a church.
Right. I'll do the San Antonio Food Bank.
Yeah, they need a lot of help down there right now.
I know. I will do that, sir.
Okay. All right, well, I'm sorry I messed up your name. I apologize.
It's okay. It happens.
Yari.
Lauri.
Yeah, you say it better than I do. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in and staying on the line. I know you've been on hold for a little while.
It's okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great day, Mr. Phillips.
Okay, you do the same, man. Thank you. Now you can go look at your monitors.
I know. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You do the same, man. Thank you. Stay safe. Okay, we got Keisha Howard and a phone number and Mr. Valenzuela. Howard.
You already have Venezuela up there with you?
Yeah, I've got Rogelio. We just haven't been able to connect with him. Like we've taken care of quite a few.
He should be there now, Judge.
Who?
The caller?
The phone number? Yeah, I see it. Hello, can you hear me on the line?
Hi, it's his wife. He doesn't speak English.
Who are we talking about?
Javier Godel Lopez.
Javier Lopez?
Sorry, what was that?
Javier Lopez?
Javier Godel Lopez. Yes, sir.
Lynn. We're trying to find his file.
Okay.
Lynn Lopez. Javier. Okay. You're his wife, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how old is Mr. Lopez?
He's 22.
And what is your name, ma'am?
Nicole Cartagena.
Nicole Castaneda?
Yes, sir. Cartagena.
Okay. Is Mr. Golden Lopez there with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we need for the kids to quiet down just a little bit so we can do this, okay? Ask Mr. Golden Lopez if he's going to tell me the truth.
Sorry, what was that? If he's going to come to the clinic?
No, I'll tell you what, let me, I'm going to let him talk to our court clerk because she speaks Spanish, and that way you don't have to be, that way you don't have to be in the middle of it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So, Vicky, would you put,
Está bien. Toma.
put Ms. Castaneda and her husband back in the waiting room and then go to Z.
Sí. Sí, hello. Sí, hola.
Hello, Mr. Lopez, stay on the line. Don't hang up.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sí.
Call to Z so that she can talk to him.
It's
My
me.
name's Baker.
Okay, it's the judge. Tell her he's gonna have to call on your phone because you don't have speakers.
You can't.
Because we're trying to get. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so he called earlier with his wife, and he's wanting to see if he can keep it off his record. The problem is that the speeding is over 20. It's on 26 miles over.
Well, okay, the fees. Yeah, well, it's gonna have to have insurance.
Okay.
$334 on each case, plus defensive driving. So you can talk to him.
It's gonna be what? I'm sorry.
$334 on each case,
Okay, 334 on each case
plus defensive driving.
plus defensive driving.
And we need driver's license and insurance.
Okay. Okay. How do I let him know to call me?
Okay, Ms. Castaneda? Ms. Castaneda?
Okay, there's something right there to say.
Senor Gordon Lopez? Hello?
Hello. Sí.
Hello?
Do I have,
Sí.
is your wife there, su esposa?
Moment. Nicole. La.
Hello?
Nicole,
Yes?
can you hear me? Okay. We will have you call one of our court clerks and talk to them because she speaks Spanish. You can tell Mr. Gordon Lopez what we can do.
Okay.
So you need to hang up from this and then call the court number, which is, I think you called it before, 945-1799,
Yes.
and ask for Z.
For Z?
Z, like XYZ or zebra.
Okay.
What in here?
Okay, call that number and ask for her.
Diet Coke. That was mine.
Okay, thank you.
And I've already told her what you can do with Mr. Gordon Lopez.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Call in that number pretty quick, though.
Okay, I'll call right now.
Okay, thank you, because she's getting ready to go to lunch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you joking? Try this. He said the ones with the buttons pushed down are diet. Who got diet? Judge, you? Oh, no.
Hey,
Yeah, Judge.
girls, I can hear y'all.
Well, then there's two diets over here.
I need Miss Keisha Howard.
There's a phone number I just omitted that has been before Keisha Howard.
Okay. That not,
Hello?
hello?
Hello? Hi. I was pressing pound 6 instead of star 6.
Can you tell me who I'm talking to, please?
This is Keisha Howard, Keisha Nicole Howard Giles.
Okay. Miss Howard, is it, so your number's ends in 755?
Yes, sir. 817-255-8755. I also pulled it up on the computer for the Zoom meeting if y'all needed to physically see me, but it hasn't let me in yet.
Okay, now this is fine, Miss Howard. I've got, got your file here in front of me.
Okay.
Miss Howard, are you going to tell me the truth when we talk today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Howard, you're charged with speeding 50 miles an hour in a 30-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir, I do.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
What's the no contest? Because I wasn't speeding. I had just got in town.
Okay,
We
well-
were looking for the Airbnb.
Okay, hold on, Miss Howard. Don't tell me about the case. No.
Oh, okay.
No contest means you're not admitting it, but you're not denying it. So you got guilty, not guilty, and no contest.
Okay, this is for the speeding.
Yes, ma'am.
Not guilty.
Okay, do you want to have a trial with a judge or a jury?
Oh, I don't want to have a trial. I
No.
thought I was going to talk to y'all.
Well, but we have to have the other side. We have to have the officer here too, because, you know, it wouldn't be fair to you if I just listened.
That's fine. He was really nice.
Okay, but it wouldn't be fair to you if I just listened to the officer and didn't.
Okay, well.
Didn't hear your side, so that's the reason we set it for a trial, and that way I get to hear from both you and him.
Okay.
Now, if you want to talk to the
I
prosecutor,
guess.
if you want to talk to the prosecutor, you can talk to her because she can visit with you about the case. But I can't hear anything from one side without the other side being present.
Okay. I don't know how to respond to that.
Well, it just
I just know that I wasn't speeding.
Okay, and I understand that. I've noted your not guilty plea. So the thing that I asked you is, if we go to trial, do you want me to just hear the facts with you and the officer, or do you want to have a jury hear the facts?
Just you.
Okay. And Howard, I need for you sometime today or tomorrow. Do you have your notice or the instructions for the remote hearing? Do you have that somewhere in front of you?
I do. I have the access to the internet and the,
There you go. Okay,
Oh,
down
yes.
Toward the bottom of that letter, there's an email address for the court, municipal court at liveoaktx.net.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I need for you to do is to email your email address to that email so that we have your email, because what they're going to do is they're going to send you a pretrial order. And at that time, you can talk to the prosecutor and she can visit with you about the facts.
Okay.
And so that's the first thing I need you to do is either today or tomorrow, email your email address to the email at the bottom of the page. That's a lot of email.
Okay. The Live Oak Texas net.
Yeah, liveoaktx.net. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
And then that'll get the ball started and we can see what we can do for you, okay?
Okay.
And I think that's all we can do today with your not guilty plea. So you can log off of the meeting. Probably next time you'll want to do it by Zoom if you're able to, because you'll be talking to the prosecutor.
Correct. I did that as well. I've been sitting here waiting on y'all.
I know, I'm sorry.
So
this whole
I'm on your website.
This whole Zoom stuff is, so you're looking at me while I'm talking to you, but I can't see you?
No, sir. I'm looking at y'all's website and the post meeting. It just has the Zoom up here. It never did click me in.
Okay. Well, next time you talk to somebody at the court, other than sending us your email address, we'll end up talking to our prosecutor. Her name is Cynthia Trevino.
Cynthia Trevino?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Miss Howard. Well, you can leave. You can hang up on the phone call, and you can also disconnect from the Zoom hearing.
Okay. All right. And so y'all marked me here. today, right?
Yes, ma'am. I've got you marked as
Present. Okay, thank you. No.
Hello?
Valenzuela. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you are. Okay. Hey, Mr. Valenzuela, you were charged with speeding 65 in a 35-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of speeding 65 in a 35, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
What was your hurry?
To be honest, sir, I was just out with my friends, and then that day, my friend was getting his car fixed. So I don't know. We were all just like happy because he finally got it back, and we were in a hurry to get home.
Well, the fine and court costs, you're too fast for defensive driving, Mr. Valenzuela, because you're more than 25 miles over.
Okay.
Well, the fine and court cost is $284, or if you want to be placed on deferred disposition and possibly get it dismissed, those fees are $334.
So I would have to pay $334 and it'll get dismissed.
Well, $334 and not get any tickets for the next 6 months. And because of your age, how old are you, sir?
I'm 17, sir.
Because of your age. Also, let me see do you have your driver's license handy?
No, sir, I don't.
You don't have a driver's license?
Yes.
Yes, you don't have a license?
I don't.
Well, never mind. That doesn't. The only thing you can do is, why don't you have a driver's license?
To be honest, sir, I don't know. That's on me. Like I haven't gotten it yet.
Well, funny thing, state of Texas requires a driver's license.
Yeah, I understand that.
So the fine and court cost is $284 because you can't do the deferred.
Okay. And how could I pay that? Like, do I have to go there, or can I just do it online?
You can do it online. Are you able to pay that?
Is there like a date like that I have until I can pay it?
Give you 30 days to get it paid.
Yeah, I can get it paid by then.
I'd recommend you do it sooner than later because you'll forget about it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna get paid next week from my job. So.
And where do you work?
Whataburger, right here on the wall, on Windcrest.
On where?
Windcrest.
Okay. Do you have your notice in front of you to call the court? I mean, to participate in this hearing by Zoom?
Excuse me? Do I have what, sir?
You have the piece of paper that we sent you to how you knew to participate in this Zoom hearing.
No, I don't have it. I honestly misplaced it.
Okay. You need to call the court number and give us your email address so that we can email you paperwork that tells you when this payment is due.
Okay.
Do you have a piece of paper handy?
Yeah, I can write it down right here on my notes. Go ahead.
210-945-1762.
62. Okay, I got it.
Oh, hold on. Now, you know what? I'm sorry. Valenzuela, I gave you the fax number. It's 945-1799.
945
1799.
1799. Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Call that number later today or tomorrow and provide us with your email address.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you. Don't be driving. You don't have a license.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Deandra Ochoa.
Okay, she is for a pretrial at 1:30. So there's no use submitting her because Cynthia's not here.
Okay, so.
Other than that, we are done.
Okay, why don't you send Miss Ochoa in and I'll tell her she needs to call back in at 1.
Okay.
Probably back with Cynthia. I didn't get any money from me. Miss Ochoa, can you hear me?
I'm not seeing anything on this side of Mike or anything.
I've got the name. It just shows.
Yeah.
Got a black screen for the video.
Yeah.
Vicky,
Yes, sir.
this on the screen it's saying updates are available. Required updates need to be installed. So I don't know if you need to do that once we finish
Okay,
up
I'll check on it when I get in there.
or
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna go ahead and disconnect her then.
Yeah, Miss Ochoa. Looks like she's trying to connect. Miss Ochoa. Or not. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video and mute myself.